What's going on YouTube? So in front of me we have the 2018 TRACKHAWK and we are doing a quick and dirty catch can install. So let's pop the hood, get right into it. And I say quick and dirty because we're only going to be putting the catch can on the dirty side PCV. So this is coming from the valve cover and going in on the dirty side of your throttle body. If you look at this side, the valve cover goes to the front of the throttle body. This is considered the clean side. You're not going to be doing anything with the clean side. I bought a J&L oil separator. I think this is one of the better ones on the market. J&L is a really good brand. This is a 3.0, so they're a newest edition. Comes with your mounting bracket, a couple of nuts, and install instructions, written and a video instruction kit. So kind of cool. A couple stickers. So I'll give you guys a good look at the inside of this 3.0. They have a really nice filter media in there. It's really hard packed, like a steel wool, but it's not actually steel wool like some of the other kits. That's nice hard material. Nothing's gonna flake off and fall in the engine. And I just gave these lines a little blow, make sure there's no packing material in there. So really nice kit. Catch cans, it's always kind of a balancing act. You want big diameter hose, very little restriction, but you need enough restriction to catch the oil. So blowing through this, there's really no restriction that you can feel. And it's a really good balance between filtering and still flowing enough where it's not going to freeze up in the winter. And on my hawk here, I already have the JLT intake. So the JLT catch can, this will tie everything together and look really nice. So to get the stock tube out, get a little pick, pull this plastic release clip all the way out. And then on the passenger side here, on the back side, there's just a little release tab here. Comes off really easy. Put your clip back in so you don't lose it. Yeah, looking inside my old tube, you can see some oil sitting in there. And oil is definitely getting into that inlet for the supercharger, so that's the whole reason we're doing this. So they supplied two nuts that are the wrong size actually. This one is quite small. This is the size that we need. Quite a big difference. If you look at our mounting stud, this nut isn't even close. That stud does look factory, so not sure if they just sent the wrong nuts in the kit or if that stud's been replaced, who knows. But regardless, I like the idea of a bigger mounting nut anyways. So we'll leave those two nuts and we'll use our own. They want you to thread one nut on backwards and then kind of sandwich it like so. I'm just going to use one washer. Put our bracket on and then one nut over top. Get our bracket in place here. So I ended up doing a washer on each side of the bracket, lock washer, nut. Just finger tight and we'll line everything up. All right, so we got her on there. These pivot so you can make sure they slip on nice, nothing's binding. One issue I did have was the can was actually touching this throttle actuator. It is a pretty tight fitment. So that's the whole point of those two nuts that they give you. I ended up having to add 5 washers total just to get the bracket out far enough that we're not interfering with our big actuator here. So So other than the wrong nuts that they sent, it is a really nice kit. It does fit pretty good. I'm gonna add just a couple of zip ties here on the wiring harness, just make sure nothing rubs long term. And I might put a little bit of wire loom or another zip tie here. Just make sure you don't have any rub points. Here's a pretty close fitment there too. Make sure nothing's rubbing on your brackets, but all in all, really nice kit, really easy to service and drain. I do think it is one of the better catch cans on the market. So this catch can will just help keep all that oil and contamination out of your supercharger and your intake runners, intake valves. Keep all that carbon buildup off of them over time. And if you're planning on keeping your vehicle a long time, it's a nice investment, nice peace of mind. I wouldn't go out of my way to put this on the 6.4 Hemi or anything like that, but on boosted applications, it is nice. You do have a lot higher crankcase pressures. All right, so we're all finished up here. Got my wire loom on. It's a little bit overkill. You definitely don't need this, but just a little bit of peace of mind for me with how tight a fitment this is. If it does kind of shake and rub long term, I'm not going to be damaging those hoses. And I like the look of it. It turned out really well. Final thoughts. The catch can itself, awesome. The bracket could use a little bit of work if they modified it in the future. I feel like if this bracket stepped out just a little bit for a little bit more clearance here. I'm pretty sure you have the hood clearance space if I close this. Pretty sure you have room to mount it a little bit further to the left. But all in all, it is a really nice kit. I'm happy with it. I would definitely purchase it again. If there are different sizes of studs, they should provide you with different nuts in the kit. So a little bit of a fail on their part, but all in all, for a couple $100, I'm still really happy with it. So what do you guys think? Catch can, is it a must? Is it a gimmick? Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.